On behalf of Rosedale United Church and Leaside United Church, welcome to our online children's program. Good morning, I'm Roberta and we are going to have a great day today. Today is a special day. It is Pi Day, March 14th or 3.14 or Pi. Pi means it's P-I-E, public, intentional, and explicit. It's when we ask churches all across the country to be public, intentional, and explicit about the fact that they are affirming congregations. What does that mean for us? It means that we celebrate all families and all identities, including couscous, as we welcome everyone regardless of who they are, where their background is, what identity they have. All are welcome in our churches. Today, we are going to learn about Mary, Martha, and Lazarus. We're going to make some pie, and we're going to have fun. Come on aboard. For today's activity, you're going to need the following: a paper plate or a pie tin, or if you have none of those, just a piece of construction paper in the shape of a circle, some markers, a ruler, construction paper in whatever colors you want, pair of scissors and some glue, and if you want, we can use our assistant's favorite thing, some ribbon. Take a moment to pause the video and get what you need, and once you have all of your materials, we'll get started.
Now is the time that we light the Christ candle. We light the Christ candle each week as a reminder of the light that shines in each and every one of us. It is special to every single person and unique.
For our opening exercise, I thought it would be good to get our pie making hands ready. So I'm using this pillow just because doing this in the air feels a little weird. So feel free to grab a pillow or a blanket or a sweater that you have just to get our fingers warmed up. Now, I don't know if you've ever made pie before, but good pie always starts with a good crust. And our crust that we're going to use starts with some kneading. Couscous, are you here to help us knead the pie crust? Okay, ready? We take our fingers and give them a little wiggle, and we start nice and simple. Slowly, we get a little bit deeper in. Squish the pillow a little bit more. And then we get ready to knead. And this one we do with our breath. So we take a breath in and knead and blow. Take a breath in, knead and blow. One more time. Breath in, knead and blow. We squish our pie crust into a little ball, and then we toss it and let it rise for a bit. Couscous. Is Couscous here to help us with our story today? I think she is. Our story today comes from the Read, Wonder, Listen Bible. If you have one, this is the time to get it. But if you don't worry. We're going through the story together. We begin with the tale of Mary, Martha, and Lazarus. Are you ready, Couscous?
This week we continue to follow Jesus as he moves from town to town and place to place, sharing stories on how we can be good people, loving and serving others. Everywhere Jesus went, he depended on the kindness of others. One place where he was always sure of a warm welcome was the little town of Bethany, where Mary and Martha lived with their brother Lazarus. Although they were sisters, Mary and Martha were very different. Mary had the gift of stillness. When Jesus would come to visit, she would sit with the other disciples and listen to him. This annoyed Martha, who complained that she was not helping her. Jesus usually took Mary's side, but he never forgot that without Martha, there would not be a hot meal or a clean bed. Martha had the gift of activity. She always got things done and solved problems. But one day there was a problem not even Martha could solve. Lazarus became very sick. Mary sat with their brother, and Martha sprang into action. "Send a message to Jesus," she ordered. "If anyone can help, he can." But Jesus did not come, at least not soon enough. By the time he reached Bethany, it was too late. Lazarus had died. Martha never still came out to meet Jesus. "Where were you?" she demanded. "If you had been here, my brother would not have died." "Martha," said Jesus, "I am life, true life, here and now. Everyone who loves me and is part of me shares in that life. You and Mary and Lazarus. Do you believe me?" Martha wiped away the tears that came from her eyes. "Yes," she said, "I believe." Then Martha went home and called Mary. She came to Jesus and brought him to the tomb where Lazarus was. Other friends had already gathered. They were all crying, including Jesus. Finally, Jesus said, "Roll away the stone." But the mourners replied, "It's been 4 days." "Trust me," said Jesus. So they rolled the stone away. "Lazarus," called Jesus, "come out." The crowd held its breath. In the darkness of the tomb, they saw a flutter of white. Was it a ghost? Then Lazarus appeared, staggering out of the darkness, still wrapped in strips of linen. Alive again. It takes all kinds of people to be part of the community that Jesus wants us to make. Some people have the gift of being still and listening and thinking. Others have the gift of movement, running around and solving problems. Sometimes the gift is singing, or writing, or baking. Everyone that Jesus meets has a gift. And Jesus is always thrilled to hear about what your gift is going to be.
Today, we are celebrating Pie Day. That's P-I-E Day. And to celebrate, we thought it'd be fun to make some pie. Now, since not all of us have all of the ingredients for pie, we are making construction paper pie. But not just any kind of pie. We are making one that looks like your family. And to start, we're going to decide how many pieces of the pie we need. Some families are big, so they're going to need lots of slices. Some families are small and will only need a few slices. Some can be the people that live in your house. They could be the people that live in other houses. They can be as many or as few as you want to put on this pie plate. For today, we're going to do the beings that live in my house that make up my family, which for me is me, and it'll be my husband Greg, and it will be our cat Couscous. Couscous, do you want to be part of this? I think so. So we're going to start by dividing up the pie to the number of slices you need. That is where our ruler comes in. And you may want a pencil. How's this look, Couscous? Is that about 3 slices? Yeah, that's about 3 slices, I'd say. Now, all we need to do is decorate each of the slices. And in each of the slices, we're going to put in something that reminds us of the person. It can be their favorite color. It could be something they're good at. It could be their favorite flavor of pie. It can be anything you want that represents this person in that pie slice. So we're gonna start, I think, with me. Let's see. We're using our construction paper, and my favorite color is green. So I'm gonna take the green construction paper and put it in my little pie slice here. Now that this slice is glued down, we're gonna do the same for this slice here, and we're gonna do the same for this slice here. For this slice here, I think we'll make it Greg's, and his favorite color is blue. And Couscous, what color would you like your slice to be? All right. I think she wants it red. All of our colors are on our pie plate. We have green for me, we have blue for Greg, and we have red here for Couscous. Some of you are gonna have 5 or 4 or 2. Some of you are gonna have 10. It's however many people in your family that you want to put on your pie plate. That's how many slices you put in here. So all of our stuff is here. All we have to do now is decorate each of the pie slices. For example, if we're gonna start with Couscous. So, there we go. We have some of the things that Couscous likes, some of the things that Couscous is good at, and some of the things that Couscous enjoys doing during the day. And these are the things that make up Couscous. Turning over to Greg's, you have not met Greg yet, but I can tell you a bit about him. First, we write his name. Couscous. So we finished your side of the plate. We have some nice ribbon here and a bird and some string, and we're working on Greg's now. When you think of Greg, what do you think of? I see. Thank you, Couscous. And finally, my side of the plate. Now that we have our pie plate ready to go, all it needs is the crust. I'm using brown, but honestly, use whatever color you like. All we are going to do is put it down here, flip our pie plate over, trace it with a pencil or a marker, and cut it out. It does not need to be perfect because we're not done with it. Now it's cut out, and if we put it on top, it would cover the pie. But we need to see what's inside, so we need to cut a ring through here. And to do that, we're gonna do a handy dandy trick. We're gonna fold the pie crust in half, just like that. Then put it over the plate, and then we press down where the little indent is. If you're using a paper plate, you can just trace from the inside. If you're using a pie plate, like a metal pie plate, it should be about the same. If you're using real pie, then ignore all this and just eat. And now it's pressed down a little bit so you can see a little bit of a rim and then we keep it folded and we just cut on the inside. And now our pie is ready. Just like that. While putting this together, I was thinking of all the different ways, not just that families are made, because like I said, some of you will have lots of pie slices, some of you not that many, and that's totally fine. But if you look at each of the pie slices, they also have lots of different things in there. We are all good at some different things. Some of us enjoy different things more than others. And I wonder what will be in your pie slices. All the things that we are talking about, all the stuff that we're good at or that we like or that we love, all of that is important. As we share this with our family and see what all the different pies look like and all the different pie slices look like, we remember that no two people are built the same, no two families are built the same, but every one of them was built by God and every one of them is important.
We cross off a few more days on our Lenten calendar. You can find a copy of this calendar in the description box below. Feel free to print one out if you haven't done so yet. And then each day, cross off each dot with an X. This week, we also invite you to pray each day for us to see God's love in others. And we hope that you see God's love in yourself. As we go out into the world this week, let us give thanks for all of the things that make each and every one of us special, and remember that God loves all of us as we are. We'll see you next week.